Hey.
Oh,
What are you doing?
well, I need water.
No, man, there's no water out here.
Oh,
You know where the pump is?
no, I don't know.
Have you seen a dude with blonde hair around here? I see your hair, but have you seen a blonde
No.
man? Alright. Let me show you where the pump is. I think it's over this way. Hey, you got any shotgun shells? Ooh.
On.
You look like an assassin. Like Assassin's Creed. Here. I hear your belly.
Thank you.
Oh, you know that feature where
Thank
you press O to put stuff out? I heard it's bugged. Don't do it. Let's go. You guys hear that? The O give and take feature? It's bugged. Don't do it. It immediately causes hand bugs, especially Australian hand bugs. Whoa, 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 I see a guy all the way down there. I think the pump is around here somewhere. Yeah, it's O, so if you're typing to somebody in game, make sure you don't hit O. Here it is.
Water.
This guy. Water. We got a real fucking survivor on our hands here. Water. Oh yeah, I don't have to do that anymore. Water. You wanna check out this? You're not sick, are you?
Mm.
You alright?
Oh, no, no.
This guy in his sounds.
Thank you, thank you.
Ugh. A fucking survivor caveman here. Mm. Like, I want to be like this guy when I meet people in game. This is what I strive to be like. I really gotta work on it.
Thank you.
No worries. It's usually nice if you fill it up at the end, buddy. Fucking dick. This guy's got no table manners.
You have, oh.
You didn't fill up my fucking bottle. Just kidding, I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
Oh,
What were you saying, bro? I'm not gonna shoot you, dude. I'm just getting the gun out. There's a guy nearby. What's up?
You have fish?
I have fish. Where you from, bro?
Hook.
Where you from?
From hook.
You can keep talking to me like you're a
Oh.
fucking caveman. I'm gonna blast you with the shell you gave me.
Oh.
I'm sorry, dude. I don't know why I'm doing this.
Oh, oh.
Just get out of my face. Just get the fuck out of here, dude. Just go. Just fucking go. I don't know why he just pissed me off so quick there, but I thought it was like a natural caveman thing, but no, he's just egging us on with that shit, dude. Where is he? I need to finish the job here. Maybe he's nervous. I got no time for nerves, dude. If you're gonna be on the squad and do the missions ahead of us, you can't be nervous. We need top tier communication skills, not Tonight we're going into fucking super serious tryhard ultra mode. We gotta get warmed up for escape from Tarkov. Where are you, buddy? Where are you? Look at him, he even changed his outfit for us. He thinks he's gonna look like somebody new. This guy's a wannabe Liam Neeson. I can tell it's him because of his limp. And the fact he's still got some band-aids in his right hand. In the same pants. Okay, well I see I forgot his pants, but you guys are very studious. Hey, I'm not fucking done with you, bro. You think you changed outfits on me, huh? You think you changed outfits and I'm not gonna notice it's you again. Is that right?
Frighten me.
What? Alright, look, man. I want to apologize. Just give me something to work with here. Like, where are you from? What's your name? Give me something. Dude, how many beers are you on right now? Like, what are you doing? Whoa, no, no. Just get out of here, man. I can't.
Leave me alone, bro.
What's this guy? What is this guy? How many pots have you smoked, sir? He's getting a little giggle out of me smacking him up. You gotta let him, give him a few minutes to run. Oh. Somehow you respect this guy. Maybe I shouldn't be smacking him up. Ooh, what? There's a scope on there? Food. Need the food. Like, he communicates like my cat communicates. You have no idea how many times I've watched the slow-mo run video. Run. My favorite part of the slow-mo run video is when he starts running and I'm saying run, but he's moving so slow even though he's running. And you know he's running because there's a grenade right there, but he's still moving so slow. That, my friend, was an unwise decision. He sounds like a very sophisticated old bloke with like a pipe in his mouth and a big like curly mustache too. He's like, that, my friend, was very unwise. Fucking whips the door open and just gets blasted. He's got like a sick elephant gun, shotgun with him. I think he just had a P1 pistol though. What's up with the new floating ad banners? So X-Men, what do you mean floating? Does it show an ad while you're still able to watch the stream, and the ad is just like a banner on the top, or what does it look like? I haven't seen a Twitch ad in ages. What's on the bottom? Disposable turbo income. Psh, man, you might as well get turbo instead of one of the 800 streaming services out there. Okay, I just got an email about what's the package deal these days. You got Hulu, ESPN, Disney, all packaged together if you do this, or you can get this other package with fucking Paramount and who knows what else. Apple TV. There's about 17 of them these days. Maybe we could put that scope right on. Ecock, yeah. Oh, that should have worked. So I think the object was too close to her. Nice. Yeah, Volume, all I remember is that change from being, you know, happily watching TV with commercials on the couch and making the most of the ad breaks to go do stuff, to starting to learn that, oh shit, there's HBO out there with no commercials, and oh, I could just watch movies all day, rented, with no commercials. Like, once we started to get the option of no commercials, you had that feeling like, man, I'm just fucking wasting my time laying here in bed, watching all these bullshit commercials, you know? And then it was actually such an uplifting feeling to not watch TV ever again. But I'm lucky enough because I don't really care too much for or like having ESPN for sports, or I didn't for a long time. But now you can just get the separate ESPN channel and nothing else if you want to. Yeah, man, I have no desire to go back to cable, that's for sure. Really, Bongo? Well, a lot of them have like home phone, cable, internet as like a big package deal, and that's when it starts getting up there. Maybe he has some old school package deal that he could get a new one. Got some old shitty. Usually the grandfather plans are good, but not always. I think I had some kind of old grandfather plan with my phone that was saving me all kinds of money until they eventually just said, no, you can't have that anymore, you gotta get a new one. Oh, like you're not gonna be impressed, man. I took Spanish in high school. Took it for like 4 years. Always got good grades, but so many years have passed, I've forgotten most of it. And I have this bad mindset, like, if I go and learn German, I'm not gonna have anyone to talk to that speaks German. But man, if I would have known, I'd be playing so much DayZ with people from all over the world. It would have been nice to learn French or German or, God, if I could only pick one language to work with the DayZers, what would it be? Who do we bump into the most historically or throughout the years? Probably just freshen up my Spanish. Because I can talk to the Brazilians with a little bit of incorrect Spanish. Or I could learn Australian. That's much tougher than the rest. Hey, man. I see somebody up there. Fuck. Hey.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh my god.
Yeah, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Same guy from earlier?
No.
The hospital?
No. I was looking for somebody too. I thought you were him.
Oh, are you gonna shoot me now?
No. I only got one shell, bro. I'm not gonna waste it on you.
Damn.
You gonna shoot me?
You saying my loot's not good enough?
Not like that, bro. I don't want to ruin it, though.
Bare
I'd ruin your
tomatoes, bro. I
armor.
got so many tomatoes.
You want to do some trades?
You want tomatoes? What do you got for tomatoes, my friend?
What do you need? You want some meds? How about pills?
What do you got?
I'll give you some Tetra.
Tetra's nice. How many tomatoes?
I mean, how many are you gonna give me for 5 Tetra?
1 sec. Let me take a quick inventory. Want to stand in the open.
You got any friends out here?
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Are you with somebody?
No, I met someone earlier, but he's not my friend.
Alright, give me 3.
Oh, my man.
There you go. Maybe I'll see you around.
Tetra. Thanks, friend. Thanks for not shooting me.
You too. Thanks for not shooting. He's about to shoot me. You know, it's funny, because I was about to shoot him, and my body told me to shoot him. Could have easily killed him. And then I figured it might have been that dude that we had already shot in the legs. And I started to feel bad. Ooh. Another shell. Or food can't freeze in Chernarus, but in the new update, temperature is going to change in all the maps. So maybe it would freeze under certain conditions, but I don't think so. Yeah, basically, food will probably be frozen on Namalsk and Sakal, but not so much Chernarus and Livonia with the new update. How do you check the ammo? So when we found that gun on the ground, let's replicate it. You go up to it, you can either, well first you see it's a gun on the ground with the HUD, right? But you could just look at this, and when you see that little icon, that means there's a bullet inside of it, that white icon. Alright, so I'm gonna pick it up, and now you can turn the HUD on. You see in the bottom left corner, it says 1 down here, so you know it has something in the chamber. But then we have to double tap R to see, oh, it's a buckshot. What the? Yeah, it's probably a good idea to spread out. If you have 2 different stacks of ammo, maybe spread them out to different areas. Just in case everything goes ruined. Okay, so food won't be frozen across the board on Sakal. It's only going to be frozen in certain areas. Let's make sure his tomatoes are ripe. Yeah, Coney, back in the day it was more of a problem. These days it doesn't seem like everything goes ruined in your inventory. But I have had like damaged 308 rounds that go ruined after a few zombie hits, or after a gunshot. But yeah, it feels like they prioritize things like suppressors, scopes, saline bags, maybe certain ammo types that might get ruined over other items. Alright, well, I guess it's time to head out. We got enough food. Don't have any body armor though. Yeah, it's true. Bottle suppressors go ruined really quick inside of your shirt. Oh, Sam, we actually didn't go that day. It got rained out. The weather wasn't that good, so we're gonna try to go one more time before the weather goes bad. But man, last night was really cold, so it's slowly gonna start turning into fall weather soon enough. Which I guess I'm looking forward to. The fall is nice, but I'm not ready for the snow yet. But positive for us is by the time we got snow, we also got Sakal most likely, so might not be too bad to stay indoors and no life Sakal. What you know, well, sec, one of my favorite runs is Berezino to Gorka to Novi and Starry. So, let me just open up, let me make sure I got the player count up. We're gonna play until this one goes down. And then we'll swap over to Tarkov later on tonight. So right now we're still full with the queue, we're good to go. Is Sakal supposed to be harder than the Molsk? That has yet to be determined. It depends what you think is hard. You know, technically you can spawn in on the Molsk, find a few warm pieces of clothing and a knife, make a fire, go fishing, and then go avoid gunfights and just survive out in the woods. And like, you are probably going to run into some trouble in players eventually, but it's hard in the beginning until you learn what to do. Kind of like Tarkov, right? Tarkov's insanely hard in the beginning until you learn how to farm the scavs or do your thing in a certain way to make a bunch of cheesy money or whatever, right? So I think Sakal is just going to be a whole new thing. It's going to be 3 or 4 times the size of the Molsk. We don't know how the flow of the map is going to treat, you know, fresh spawns versus fully geared guys and all that stuff, so we're not sure yet. So tonight, yeah, we had the opportunity to team up a few times back there, but we haven't done it yet. They mentioned they wanted to enhance player interactions. So they did this thing on Livonia where you have to have a teammate to do the bunker thing, to like change the water level so you can get deeper into the bunker. So I wonder if they're going to make sure that you have to find a friend to do something on the new map. You know, part of me thinks enhanced interaction is good, the other part of me thinks, I don't want to have somebody to do everything. But we'll see what they got. In regards to map size, oh right, the size of the map is going to be perfect for interactions. They're saying not too big, not too small. Yeah, and I always say it, like, Chinar's too big for some people. Namalsk, way too small if you usually love Chinars, you know? It's just like a little bit too predictable with only a few routes you can take. So that's where Sakal is probably going to be amazing. Nice little medium-sized map. Oh, Yahoo. I love knowing that, dude, that even though we don't play a ton of D&D, I at least sent a few of you guys down the addiction of Dark and Darker. And I know how that goes. Yeah, I played a little bit off stream. I was playing as a ranger with some of my buddies because they finally got back into it. But I might check out this new Tarkov patch and take a little break from D&D. We'll see. It's hard to play everything at once. I usually like to stay focused on 1 or 2 games, or else the sensitivity and the control starts feeling a little bit all over the place. Really force... Yeah. And I try to keep myself in the mindset and remind some people that even if you are totally familiar with the map, we're not necessarily playing to find something new. It's more so like there's players that keep playing Counter-Strike and they're on the same maps over and over again, doing the same executes over and over again, but they're trying to go for those sick plays each time. Like, you might get a different type of play in Counter-Strike that's not identical to your last one, you know? It's the same with DayZ. You might know Namalsk inside out, you might know Chinaris 100%, but you're still hoping that that certain type of unique string of events unfolds in a new way on the map, you know? So on one hand, I get it, you don't even want to watch Namalsk because you think you've seen it all, but on the other hand, I wouldn't be able to do this for as long as I have unless I had the mindset that, yeah, it's the same playground, but we can learn some new tricks and bring some new toys, you know? Like, you know, your first 1,000 hours, you probably never won a 5 versus 1 and then saved your teammate, or like teamed up with a random and brought him back to life in an epic 4-hour adventure, you know? Like, there's so many layers to what we're trying to get going. It definitely doesn't always happen the way we want it to, you know, but we're hoping it does. Ooh, he's got a big backpack for us. But our refreshing meter is going to be set back to 0 with Sakal, which is going to be good. Or set back to 100%, you know, with a brand new map to get lost in. Pepper on the road. Yeah, that pepper was ruined. Or not ruined, but rotten. Nice. Yeah, I'm hoping that everybody loves the new map, you know? Hopefully it's something that we can all sink at least a couple thousand hours into. At least a full year of not worrying about what's next, you know? Not worrying about what's next, but sometimes people probably think, oh, let's go play whatever's hot and then move on to the next map that gets hot, new modded map, but hopefully Sakal has some lasting power to it, you know? It's not just going to be a quick flash in the pan, I hope. Whoa, why is that not working? Pass the hatchet, we got one. This one might be about to be damaged though, almost ruined. You're allowed to eat one piece of rotten food per life, I heard, if you eat it slowly. So that's the only way to make it work. I think if you cook it, it just goes bad. Where was the other hatchet? Oh, the shovel? Yeah, the shovel's a pretty good melee weapon. See, I saw this, but I figured, we don't really need that. Oh, right, the knife was ruined before I even attacked. Gotcha. I think we found a baby AK here once. Nope, you eat 5 to 10 rotten fruits on a run. Okay, so there we go. And then you got Cool Hand Luke, you know. He doesn't listen to the stories. He just eats 10 or 15, maybe 20 rotten fruits a run, and he gets away with it. So don't listen to me. Dude, you ever think that, like, you've just been eating trash for so long that your stomach is used to it, and that's not a good thing, you know? Like, sure, you can eat fucking Burger King every day, and you're not gonna feel like shit the 20th day, but that's just because you get just so used to feeling like shit. I mean, it's gotta be affecting your performance by now, dude, eating all the fucking rotten fruits. You got like a 1 in 100 stomach lining. Yeah, no cake. I'm actually getting worried about that because I bought so many peaches from the farmer's market over the last few weeks because they're about to go out of season that one day I think I did have a little bit of a stomachache after I ate some that I'd put in the fridge. So now I'm worried that, how do you know when the peach is so bad that it might fuck up your stomach? Because they still look good in the fridge, or they smell fine, but how long do they actually stay good in there? I diced them up and put them in like some maple syrup so they stayed a little bit sweet. Or stayed a little bit syrupy, I mean. Freeze them. Oh, I already froze a bunch. My freezer is full. Fucking chills. Why does it sound like somebody's creeping around down there? How to keep peaches? Well, the ones that are pretty firm you can leave on the counter. The ones that are ripe you can put in the fridge, and then the ones that you want to save you put in the freezer. So you'll find ways. Keep your fruits wrapped in a bag, they last longer. Well, there's tricks to that, because if you leave it in a paper bag, they ripen quicker. And I left mine in a paper bag too long that the moisture made it go rotten. So you gotta be careful with which type of bag it is. Yeah, the ones that are ripe you eat, but I can't eat 10 peaches in one day, so... peach jalapeno salsa. Man, that sounds good. Sweet and spicy balancing each other out. Go back for some ammo. What kind of ammo was it, Diego? It's all good. We're not going like super serious tonight. I have plenty of stuff that we could probably survive for a bit. I think by the time I get into serious mode, we're going to be swapping over to Tarkov because the population is going to die down once it gets late at night, so we're just kind of getting warmed up here, see what happens. Oh, there we go. Ah, Code, that's not true. I always try to play a mix of all the maps. But there was a time when it'd be late at night, we hadn't had any good action for a little bit, and we were like, fuck it, let's just spam factory until we get some good fights. And you know, sometimes the bigger maps would put you to sleep, whereas factory was always intense, maybe a little bit too intense in the spawns. So I am looking forward to see if it's a little bit better now. But I always got a little bit conscious, or self-conscious, worrying that if we did just play nothing but one map over and over and over, you guys would get sick of it, so try to swap it up a little bit. But if there's any excuse to spam factory, it's definitely now. Try ban of lately. GLS, I haven't played ban of lately. There's something about the whole suit thing and how it looks like Crisis that I don't really know if I want to combine my DayZ world with Alien Crisis stuff right now. I think I'm good. But if you guys think it's amazingly cool, I might check it out. Just visually, I don't... What I've seen, it was kind of a turn off, you know, but that's all I'm going to say. I'm sure a lot of good work went into it. A lot of props to these modders that are making such custom, crazy projects, but... I want to see like a UFO in the sky and maybe have these mysterious alien things, but I don't necessarily want to be running around with a fucking tanked out Crisis suit on. You know, it's I just want the aliens thing to be like a tiny bit more subtle, I guess, if that makes sense. Yeah, Coney, it's not even always the quest. Like, I'd be down to pursue some kind of mission. It's usually the visuals where, like, something just looks so modded. You just look at the texture on it and the color of it, and you're like, ah, yeah, this is heavily modded. And I don't always want to partake in it, but I gotta get over some of that and try it. We got Raptors and DayZ. Dude, I'd rather get immersed in the idea of I'm in the Jurassic Park movie rather than I'm wearing a fucking spacesuit running around owning newbies. I don't know. But I should try it. Also, no disrespect, but sometimes these modded maps like Banov, you spawn in, you look around a big 360, and you see nothing but like this big open field that you gotta run through to start your life, and I don't know, I just don't always get excited like some of these more polished maps. If it seems like there's a lot of traveling without much reward. Local. So Namalsk is 40 players. When it first came out, some people tried to push 50, but that actually hurt the performance a little bit, and it made the spawn a little bit too chaotic. So 40 seems to be the sweet spot. It's a pretty small map. It's just not working today. The fuck? I think it's because all the zombies are too close to doors when I try to do it. Nah, G-Midian, this type of stuff is a fun thing to talk about with you guys, because we're wondering how many players are going to be on Sakal. Is it going to have base building? I was wondering if it's going to have, you know, vehicles and helicopters, and obviously the helicopter part would be modded. You know, how many first-person only official servers are there going to be compared to third-person official? Like, there's got to be some little detail that I haven't even thought about. Like, definitely player count is a big one. Oh yeah, price tag as well. How much is the map going to cost when it comes out? We don't know yet. Oh yeah, boats. They do have boats. Dead server? No, so the server is still just about full. You just gotta remember Chernarus can be a ghost town sometimes. I'd like to think Chernarus gives you that true experience though, where like an apocalypse probably would feel a little bit like Chernarus, where like you don't see anybody sometimes for a while, but when you do, it's like, whoa, there's a survivor, you know? So it's not always a bad thing. I know if you're like tuning in while you're eating dinner and nothing happens, that kind of sucks, but it usually makes the encounters much more intense when they finally do happen. Gun cleaning kits, probably hunting stands. Any type of hunting loot. Maybe even houses. Namalsk is so much better for PvP and shelter survival in my humble opinion. Well, of course, Duza, that it's the shelter, the weather aspect is huge. But we're trying our best, at least I am, to not compare Chernarus to Namalsk, saying which one is better. What I'm trying to drill into some of your heads is that encountering people immediately and so often on Namalsk isn't necessarily a good thing for everybody. It's a good thing if all you want is engaging PvP from start to finish, like you just care about seeing people and shooting them. Sometimes I want that too, like a Friday night, a little bit worried you guys are going to tune in, you definitely want some quick action, fuck yeah, let's do Namalsk. But what I'm saying is it desensitizes you from the encounters. You're so used to seeing 10 people in the first 30 minutes of your life on Namalsk that when you do see somebody at research facility, you're just so used to it, you know? Whereas on this map, it's like, whoa, that is a fucking survivor. He has invested a lot of time into his loot, his traveling. He probably cares about his life way more than the average fucking Joe in the spawn zone in the mosque. You know what I mean? So it's different. Just because you see a bunch of people doesn't know, you know, that's good for PvP, but it's not good for the integrity of DayZ's, like, holy shit, that's a survivor thing, you know? So you got to have that balance where I think we need those medium-sized maps so players can finally realize, hey, I don't need to play Chernarus, I don't need Namalsk, I need like a medium-sized map, which we don't always have a lot of experience getting to play, you know. And yeah, Namalsk is a good survival thing, or a good survival challenge, but you got to admit that if you spawn in, you check the local town, if you get all the loot to yourself, you got like 15 cans, a pistol, a shotgun, you're ready to bang, you know? And it's like, Chernarus, it's not really like that. You gotta work a little bit harder to get a gun and food in the spawn zone. But they each are difficult in their own ways. It comes down to like, you know, what tier of survivors are around you, preventing you from surviving too. Ooh. Just for fucking babies, bro. What about Livonia? Livonia's a little bit smaller than Chernarus. It's got a great, you know, the spawn zone's great, the encounters feel great when they happen. It's just some people used to get a little bit unmotivated to go deep into the map because the encounters started to slow down a bit. But, you know, on a good run where you get lucky and everything is spaced out pretty nicely, it's a good map, you know? If you could start, you know, right when Livonia fills up and play all the way until while it's still full, like a full session on a full Livonia server, that's a good time for sure. It just sucks late at night when it starts to die down, and then you're thinking, let's just go get ourselves killed at a mill base because there's only 40 people left, you know? But it's not always like that. Yeah, Tactical, I didn't love Livonia when it first came out. I thought it was hard to navigate as well, but now I think it's too easy to navigate because it's so forgiving. You can just throw yourself into the map and then look around for tall landmarks like the prison, like the castle, big tall mountains, towers, shit like that. And once you know a few of those big landmarks, you'll find exactly where you want to go. Like little military towers, military bunkers, those help a lot, yeah. Got the yellow house? I thought that was a zombie. Which yellow house? This is where our last run ended, on Chernarus, right up here. Yeah, I think more people should try it, you know, maybe start your day in Livonia, see what happens in the spawn town, try to make it to the prison, and if things don't go your way, maybe swap maps. It's just today Livonia was kind of low pop, it's only like 40. The one that I was trying to join. Which you could say maybe some of the Livonia players are playing the Tarkov update today or something, I don't know. It affects some of the server pops a little bit, but not always too bad. I thought you saw somebody at a yellow house. Which one? Talking about this church here? Yeah, if you like to mess around on the coast of Cherno, you definitely like to mess around on the coast, or the spawn zone of Livonia as well. They're pretty similar. I'd argue that Livonia sometimes feels more active in the spawn zone. More like a big busy town or city. Let me turn my AC back on. It's actually getting kind of hot in here. It was chilly last night. Yo, just for you. Thanks for almost 3 years subbing, dude. We had Mini, Bullet, Nasal, Junk, Guillerme, Kalna. Thanks all you guys for coming in. If you can hear that AC, it should quiet down in a second. I just put it on quiet mode. And you'll get Linga, Penguin, Robsy, we got Elka, Crispy, Yellow. All you guys that I missed during the run so far. We got Vonru. Thanks for the 19-month sub. Holy shit, we got, is it Pistol as well? Thanks for the raid, man. We're just getting started. We're gonna warm up with some DayZ and then swap over to Tarkov in a bit. And Junks has been looking longer than I sub. Thanks to the laughs and the refreshing take on gaming. Oh, thanks for keeping the sub going. Whoa, my audio just did a little pop sound. What the hell was that noise? Wonder if somebody's nearby. Yeah, Tarkov just did a wipe the other day. Tarkov player entered our bubble. Wait, does Tarkov still have that audio popping sound when somebody enters your bubble? Or am I thinking of like a, was it a long time ago? I feel like that was a thing like 5 months ago. Oh, they fixed it? Okay, good. Ah, sheesh, I don't know. I've thought about that. Which character model in DayZ looks the most likely? I'd really have to sit there and look at them. I don't think any of them, but when I was in high school, I kind of had like the bangs, not like a full-blown bowl cut, but like the Justin Bieber type bang. This was long before Justin Bieber was even a thing, okay? I had the fucking wavy looking long locks. So you know the default white dude with like the bangs? I guess you could say back in high school I looked a little bit like that guy. No, let's not have that. No, I was blonde when I was a baby. I saw pictures of how my hair went from blonde to dark brown. From being, my hair like changed colors throughout the years for sure. I think a lot of people's does, but that's only when you're young. Alright, well, this place is a ghost town. I think we'll hit Novi and Starry. But by the time we get through there, it might be time to swap over to a different server or some Tarkov. Probably Tarkov tonight. No, there's two different white dudes with bangs. There's the blonde bangs dude and then the brown haired dude. I'm not talking about the blonde bangs. His were like way too bangy. Or like his bangs were like flying down in the front, you know? Mine wasn't like that. Look, I've already said too much, alright? I look exactly like one of the James Bonds. Just not gonna tell you which one. There's like 27 of them, so good luck. Speaking of that, who is going to be the next James Bond? I feel like, you know, it's a pretty big responsibility to be the next Bond. And it's about that time that we get one, right? The Rock. I don't want to sound like a hater, but if The Rock is James Bond, then I will never watch another movie, ever. Gotta be female. It just opens up and it's like Jenna Bond or something. They're totally reviving the series. What the hell is this thing? Remington 700. I only got one shot. Damn, that just stepped up our loadout by a bunch. Now we just gotta make sure we don't miss. Looks a little bit too nice for DayZ. Yeah, it is a modded gun, and some people have that eye where you can immediately tell it's a modded weapon, but it's not too bad looking. No arena breakout? Nah, fuck no, dude. If I'm gonna play something like ABI, I'm just gonna go play Tarkov. It just doesn't feel the same playing like the game that used Tarkov as a blueprint to do everything they do, you know? Not trying to bring the hate its way, but that's just not for me, man. I don't like the way it looks. I feel like a lot of people, as they get a little bit older, go through that syndrome or that thing where it's like, I experienced the original, I don't want the clones. I'm not trying to say they're all in the same boat, it's good to take inspiration, but my eyeballs do not like the clone copycats as much as the original when it comes to shit like Tarkov, ABI, yada yada yada. Dungeonborn, Dark and Darker, yada yada, DayZ, Scum, whatever you want to, you know. It's usually like the first good one I get into is what I stick with. You got so much patience. Not really character. DayZ can be very... There's one day that DayZ is so engaging that I don't have much time to stay up with chat. And then the next day, we're literally walking through Chinaris, I got nothing going on, and we can talk about stuff, you know. And really, the same old questions don't get me fired up. What gets me fired up is the people that... You know, I don't want to say the ABI supporters, but some people that are like fucking balls deep in ABI, yet they were a little bit pissed off at some shit that Tarkov did. Yet, you know, games like ABI say they're not going to go pay to win, and then they slap you in the... They're, like, talking shit to the Tarkov devs on Twitter openly, and then they go full-blown pay to win in certain areas. Like, I kind of want to shut it out of my chat. Like, we're not going to be playing that shit. I hate when one game dev gets on Twitter and talks shit to another game dev that they clearly used as a blueprint of inspiration. and then their game turns up like falling short and not looking nearly as damn good as the game that they're talking shit to. Like, at least in my eyes, you know. Scum did it to DayZ on Twitter, ABI did it to Tarkov, Dungeonborn did it to D&D. It's like, why are you guys talking shit to each other when you're so, it's almost like you love each other so much that you're using each other as blueprints to copy each other. Like, why you gotta talk shit if it's like your whole fucking thing, you know? But, I don't know. Again, it goes back to the guy on social media running the account is probably not the same dude in the office developing the animations, so I'm trying not to throw them all in the same boat, you know? Publicity, yeah, but it's not a good look. If you're that game dev that's like talking shit and then your game flops, it's just not a good look. It's not good publicity. You know what I did like though is like Gray Zone Warfare. They were very open on Twitter about supporting Tarkov and loving Tarkov and saying they took inspiration from it and saying, hey, we love DayZ as well. We got all this inspiration from these games that we love from our past. Like, you know, hearing the Gray Zone guys talk about their project was cool. They sound great, you know. But then you see like ABI talking shit, like in their crappy translation of shit talk. It's like, why even bother? Why you going after the greatest extraction shooter of all time that you're literally copying, you know? Just sit back and take notes and make your game, make your copycat game, you know? I don't mean to be a dick, but that's what it looks like to me. Wait, they renamed Delta Force? What do they call Delta Force now? Did they really rename it? Oh, they took off the Hawk Ops thing. Because this stupid meme. Well, yeah, they released it at a pretty bad time with everybody fucking making jokes about it. Oh my god. I just can't stop hearing this, like, southern sound dude go, trying to joke about it. He's like, oh, you gotta play Hawk Ops, Hawk Tour, haha. He's like, thinks it's the funniest thing ever. And it was the first time I heard it, but it's like, oh my god, I ain't fucking laughing about it anymore. Alright, here we go. At least we got a snipe. Let's check out Novi. Oh gosh, Milk. What I'm trying to tell you, dude, is I've got to experience the whole rise up from Tarkov back when it was not pay to win, and even if you dissect Tarkov down to its bones, I can hopefully argue or talk you out of the whole pay to win conversation with Tarkov pretty quick, because like you can truly just it wasn't pay to win until maybe certain changes. Okay, it didn't always feel pay to win, and there's certain things that are a little bit borderline pay to win in Tarkov. I can agree with that. But these new games come out with like a pay-to-win strat on the day one of their full release, and they're shaping their whole development around what Tarkov has done and what they're doing. It's just not the look I want to go for, man, you know? Tarkov has been through its own drama, its own growing pains. These other games are going through their own path too. But to say like, oh, this one's so much fucking better, bro, when literally they're just like, it better be better in some ways, because they're using all the feedback from Tarkov's community to form their mechanics and their features and shit. Like, they've got some pretty good blueprints to base their game on. You know, I'm sure some stuff is good over there. It better be. They got some good bones to work with and copy, you know. Anyway, I sound like a fucking hater, but it's just, I've been around games for a long time. New games these days do not excite me nearly as much as old games, because old ones seemed like unique passion projects. New ones seem like, oh, we just copied the fuck out of this system. We can make money doing this. Let's do it. I don't know. Doesn't excite me anymore. Looks like the same meshed up shit I've already played. But Anyway, I am excited to play some Tarkov today because it feels like the OG extraction shooter baby that had a big impact on my life during certain years, so we're going to play a little bit of it tonight. Don't really want to start over with some new Chinese version of it though. Or not even Chinese, but like a Chinese borderline mobile, borderline pay-to-win game that's like structured their whole thing around pay-to-win and drops and fucking yada yada yada. It's not even me getting old, dude. It's like, I'm gladly getting, or I'll gladly say, I witnessed the same thing with my dad. As he got older, he lost interest in certain things. My brother gets older, he doesn't care about certain games. And yeah, it's because after you see certain things, you just don't care for all the new shit anymore, you know? You stick to what you like, and you don't want to play the next clone of the last clone, you know? Like, to me, Tarkov felt very new and unique and exciting because it was brand new. Just like DayZ mod was brand new, exciting, Dark and Darker, brand new, awesome, you know. But the second, third, fourth Battle Royale down the line didn't give me the same feeling that PUBG did the first day I played PUBG, you know what I mean? Or the first day I played Arma 3 Battle Royale. Oh really, the marathon mode in Tarkov was the first time in years that the game has felt fresh for you? I think you're gonna like it. Yeah, Jake, I'm really hoping marathon mode feels like a big open world survival Tarkov mode, which we probably still have to set certain limitations to make it feel a bit more survivally and hardcore, but it's a nice little format that we can stick with. What town is this? Oh, this is Novi Sabor, one of our favorite locations throughout the years. So Novi connects to Stary. Stary's got military tents over that way. Just gonna do a little check out of Novi, Stary, maybe VMC, and then we'll swap over to Tarkov. Population's not full anymore, but it's still high pop. What's marathon mode? I don't know yet. People are explaining it as you have to start on ground zero, and then you graduate from one map to the next in order. So you visit all the maps, I assume without dying, and then you extract from Tarkov. And if you do that, then it unlocks special extracts on each map for normal play. So it's kind of like a survival mode. But you're getting thrown into normal raids with people that are just playing normal Tarkov, so they're not all on the same limitations as you. If you're saying like, oh, I'm only going to use stuff that I find in raid, I'm not going to buy things from the vendor, you know. Well, you're still in raids with juicers, so. But yeah, we can try to stick to that as a challenge, try to get warmed up into the game again. And again, we could just sit in a bush and wait for the extract. We're not going to do that, or we can try to have some fun with it while we go through each map. We'll try to make it fun. My biggest problem is getting used to the Tarkov sensitivity again. Coming from DayZ is always like throws my back out of whack for a day or two. So we might be missing some easy shots, but that's okay. Oh, Michelle, thank you so much for watching, and I hope that it goes as good as it can. Thank you for saying that and watching the YouTube videos. We had Inspecta, thanks for the brand new sub, Jinzok, Reese's, Retcon, Captain, thanks for coming in tonight as well. Bolts. Sensitivity converters. The game feels a bit different. The inertia of your character's like body weight feels a bit different in Tarkov, so I don't want to match the sensitivities identically from DayZ to Tarkov. But yeah, I usually do something where I get in, aim at one spot. Like let's say we're aiming at that windowsill edge. Put your mouse on one corner, or one edge of your mouse pad, and then swipe all the way to the other side. And see where you end up. Like for me, I almost did a full circle. But I'm not using all that space. Dude, CLX, thank you so much for the gifted subs, man. No, my alerts are like frozen. We had Citadel, Senpai, Skillet, Chronic, we had Jepper. Thanks to the prom sub, dude. And again, check out seeing these gifted subs from CLX. Thank you so much, dude. Might be fully soaked, true. Well, let's see if we can get some body armor from the police station. Oh, you can. So I have 800 DPI. And then when you go into DayZ settings here, that's 6 notches for all of these. So you go down to 0, and then you go start dragging. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have your mouse way too high. Yeah, when people first start on DayZ, I think their sensitivity is cranked way too high. I would start with the lowest and then work your way up. And it's always tricky, like it's hard to navigate. If it's too hard for you to readjust these tiny distances, like go from that edge of the tree to that edge of the tree to his head, like little tiny micro adjustments. I think being able to do the micro adjustments is more important than being able to do the big adjustments. Because like if you can't just reposition your crosshair a little bit to get on their head, you're screwed, you know. So you need that minute bit of control, or that that extreme level of control in small spaces. But you also need to be able to turn around and check your back. Yeah, HNC, after the server dies down population-wise, we're going to swap over to Tarkov, check out the new wipe for at least maybe 4 or 5 hours, maybe more. I'm not looking forward to long queue times. I don't know if it's going to take a long time to get into certain maps on certain Scav or PMC, but we'll at least check out the new factory update, maybe see the new boss, maybe check out the new marathon mode. But let's get up in the hills so we can scope out Starry. Q-Town's very good. Alright. Yeah, so I have the standard account and I have the Edge of Darkness account. And I logged into my standard account last night just to get everything installed, get the settings right, like video settings, sensitivity, all that crap. So I think we're just going to play on the Edge of Darkness account this time around. That way we can just put all of our meds in the box, and if we're going in and doing like a hardcore challenge to do marathon mode, at least I can just queue right back in with a gamma full of meds. You know, we're not going to take it super serious on the standard account this time around. I'll save the standard account for if I'm playing with friends off stream and stuff. Yeah, and not having to do all the stash management in between raids will be nice with the OD for now. Go reserve? Nah, I think you're strictly gonna scab into factory over and over again until we get a feel for the expansion to factory, the rework. And then after we get our fill, we should either do questing on ground zero, or specifically search for the new boss, or maybe hunt down the goons. And while we're looking for the goons, we might see the new boss. What's the difference between EOD and standard? Oh, a bunch of shit, man. And this is where some people start saying pay to win, but at the end of the day, you can pay all you want to win in this game, and I could still shoot you in the face with a shitty loadout and take everything you have. So a lot of the pay to win stuff comes down to how serious you are about the game and how maybe unskilled you are or skilled you are. But more inventory space, bigger secure container, changed, your trader reputation is different, sadly. That's my biggest gripe about EOD, is you get a boost to the trader rep. But being able to stash extra M4s and sets of armor is not going to prevent you from getting headshotted. It's just going to add to convenience. It's going to give you a boost at the start of a new update, but it's, I don't know, it's not as pay to win as some things out there. Alright, let's try to find some 308 for the rifle here. We only got one shot after all. Yeah, it's hard to call all of it an advantage. A lot of it is like a convenience, a boost, pay for help, pay for a smoother experience, but it doesn't really win your PvP fights for you. That you can do yourself, regardless of your addition. Ooh, there we go, one more bullet. Nice. So this specific modded gun is 308. I'm sure there's a real life gun where maybe you could find this chambered in 338, but no, there's a different 338 modded snipe as well. I think it's AWM. So any movie or media back in the day that got you interested in survival zombie stuff? I mean, I'm trying to think. I was definitely into that type of stuff before DayZ came out, but what is the closest piece of media to DayZ before I started playing DayZ? And you could say like the 28 Days Later or whatever. No, I mean, as far as games go, I was really playing a lot of Halo as I transitioned over to PC to play CS and DayZ, so... Oh yeah, Resident Evil. Resident Evil had a big impact for sure. Oh dude, that's what I was doing last night. I was gonna get on, guys, but I got too sucked up playing Resident Evil 2 Original on fucking N64. I got all the way to almost the 4th plug for the police station. It's so much fun, dude. It was going pretty smooth too. I didn't have to look anything up yet. I had to make sure the N64 game worked after getting it sent through eBay. But it's all good. Yeah, it's funny because my brother used to rely on the strategy guide for games like that, but man, times have changed. I can actually figure stuff out a little bit. I'm trying to figure out where the second small key goes, though. Yeah, well, you can get the OGR2 on PlayStation. Wait, is it even on PlayStation 1? Yeah, you can get it on PlayStation 1 and 64 and GameCube. I don't want to sound like a badass right now, but I own it on all three. Because of my newfound hobby of collecting these things. Yeah, I'm playing on the N64. It probably looks a little bit better on GameCube though. Really? N64 version of R2 has more enemies than other ports for some reason? That makes sense, there's a lot of freaking zombies in some of those areas. In the police station. Alright, well, let's go up into the hills. Yeah, meth. So that's the thing. Wouldn't an N64 look garbage on a new TV? So it does look a little bit rough, but I got the RetroTink emulator in my shopping cart. It's an upscaler, so it makes the old console look really good on a new TV. So I'm about to get the HD upscaler, but I really have no problem. The only problem is when there's a licker on the ground, or there's like a spider crawling on the wall, and it's so dark that you can't even see where it is. That's the only problem I've had so far. Really? Moton, you got the RetroTink 5X? How is it? Is it worth the $300? Or should I go with the $130 one? Oh, and that's the thing too. When I bought the N64, I also bought like a small tier or low tier HD upscaler. It's not that good, but it gets the job done until I get the better one. No, Citadel. So I got a couple hours into Zelda Ocarina of Time, took a break, and then I started Resident Evil 2 Original. It's that part in Zelda where you jump into a spider hole and you're down in this dark, misty area and you hear some enemies, but I can't figure out where the fuck to go, so I saved it and quit out. Jordan, I'm not gonna lie. Throughout the years, way back in the day, the idea of tournament and DayZ being in the same sentence kind of cringes me out. Like a competitive tournament when the game has been arguably always in somewhat of a... It's always had some bugs or some jank associated with it, so it's like... When you take it so sweatily serious, it gets a little bit cringy, I hate to say, but... There are super cool, somewhat competitive tournaments out now, or events, like the Happy Bombs events, the survival stuff, that it is very cool, so... I should partake in them, but I just tend to stick to normal DayZ, man. I don't want to act like this is some MLG game, because it's not. Right, I was worried if I did too much of that type of shit, like I'm warming up in a deathmatch server every day, I'm like really focused on the PvP. Oh my god! Dude, that's a fucking armored Humvee. That's what I want. I'm gonna make it our mission to get one of those on each map we play more often. I think it's so cool. But you were less interested in the Tarkov wipe. I was, dude, and I wasn't gonna play it, but I think I owe it to myself, some of you guys that are Tarkov fans, and the game itself for back in the day, having a massive impact on me. I'll always love the game, and Factory got a rework and an expansion. And I don't know if you were around when every single day we would bitch about Factory needing a rework and an expansion because it was too small, the fights were too close, too immediate, you know? So like, if they got a new map, or a new Factory rework, a new boss, and this new marathon mode to check out, that sounds a little bit like an open world survival combination a little bit. I'd say we at least try it tonight and see if we like it or not, you know? We're always gonna like it, but are we gonna feel like playing it non-stop for a couple of weeks? Maybe not, but we'll see. My biggest problem is I'm gonna be rusty at it, so it always feels shitty being, like, with the sensitivity feeling a little bit off, you know, but that'll come with time. Alright, so are these guys parking at Star, or are they flying through, going somewhere far away? No, I haven't seen Alien yet. I'm gonna go see it as soon as possible, though. I've been trying to catch up and rewatch the old Alien movies before I go see the new one, just for fun. Theater's been too packed lately. Oh, shit. Maybe they did stop. Oh, I can reload this extra bullet. I forgot. For a second I thought I needed a magazine, but it's got the internal mag. Alright, we got 2 shots. Oh, oh, oh. Saw a little head right there. Is that a zombie or a guy? Yeah, they could be checking for convoy spawns. That's funny, so I looked up online which movies to watch before Romulus, and a lot of people were saying watch Alien 1, Aliens, and then stop right there. Don't watch anything else. And then other people are like, no, you gotta watch Prometheus and then Covenant. And other people are like, no, Prometheus is a fucking disgrace to the series, it shouldn't be included. And then somebody else is like, oh, Prometheus is so interesting, it adds so much to the Alien universe. Alright, we gotta push up and see what's going on here. And I just can't remember. I'm sure I watched bits and pieces, but I didn't see all of Prometheus. And then you got that one guy in the forums, it's like, Alien versus Predator, ha 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 ha. And everyone's fucking raging at him. They're like, you're not a true Alien fan if you're rating AVP as #1, bro. See, we got Cold Turkey in the chat, he went AVP is the best. It's the best if you just want like a mindless, like, comic book style blend where like these two enemies are meeting, but true Alien, true Predator, no, no, no. You gotta be honorable and rank the original as the best, or else you're gonna get judged. Something about the eeriness of the original and it not being like an action movie is what made it so cool, I think. Shit's for babies, dude. Alright, let's get a little bit closer. I'm surprised I can't see anything from here. Citadel, yeah, on PlayStation 1, right? Siphon filter. I don't think I was very good at it, but I played it. You know, if I could only pick two PlayStation 1 games from the top of my head from my childhood, it would have been Twisted Metal and Resident Evil 2. I really can't remember, like, what were my top 5 favorite PlayStation 1 games. Because I always had this weird thing about it. Like, I didn't like the console compared to other consoles, but I just played it because we had games. And we got it from a garage sale or something. But I think our PlayStation 1 was a little bit faulty, like it didn't always work, so I just kind of hated it. But Twisted Metal was amazing. Oh yeah, Metal Gear Solid as well. Oh, here we go, here we go. How far away is this guy? What the fudge? Somebody's just chilling somehow, even though there's a firefight going on right down here. Wait a minute, is that a fresh blood stain? Why does that look so fresh? We got eyes on a target, over. How far away is that? What are we thinking? 400, 350? We're uphill. Maybe go 4 and aim at his heart. Can't go wrong with that, right? Go for 4 and aim for his chest. So he's camping out to do this in that house, I think. If we aim for his chest, maybe I'll at least break his leg. Put some pants on, bro. Get closer. I think these guys are about to fight each other. I think it's fun to push gunshots and get involved in shit, but it's really the worst thing you can do. You should really just let them kill each other because they started all this noise. I'm just gonna walk in front of another shooter. Oh, I think that was 2 guys. Or does he have a zombie on him? Oh, it's a zombie. Good. It's not like the mall where I'm freezing to death and I gotta go make a fire. We can sit here and let these 2 kill each other. Holy shit. This guy just pumped somebody. Oh, he might have just killed him. Oh, what's going on here? Movement up back there. Maybe these two are friends. What we think? Still thinking 400 from here to the red. And that one guy went up the stairs. I'm hoping he does it again. Even if they're friends, it seems like they must have just killed somebody. Maybe they're thinking about looting his body soon. Maybe get closer? I don't know if we should. Could be somebody sniping the whole area out like me. Oh, they're out there. Wait, is he... I think he's looking for the other guy still. Pushing 500 for this guy. Seems to be alone. Yeah, we got no armor. Probably best not to go up close. This guy's really going. What about this other guy? If he does the deer stand, it's probably too far away. We're using the hunting scope. 4x to 8x, 12x. Oh, I forgot the server restart was coming. Okay, so maybe he ran up into the woods just to wait for the server reset. And maybe that guy down below is not peeking because he's also waiting for the reset. So let's wait for the server to come back up. Give it a couple minutes. It is midnight. And let's hope both those guys rejoin after the reset's over. Let's see if these bad guys made it back in as well. Oh, that one's from Resident Evil 3. Head Ed. And yo, is it Thoof? Thanks for the bits, man. Sid again. Thanks for 3 years subbing. Let's get back to it. Okay, unexpected reset. We had one guy inside of red and then one dude up on the hill. And we just saw a Humvee drive by as well. So some people may have noticed that the population was down to like, I don't know, 60 something. Maybe the reset is when they're going to call it a night, but let's see if it gets back up to almost full or not. If it doesn't, we'll go play some Tarkov pretty soon here. If it does go 60 plus, then we'll try to hunt down that Humvee. What downs this? Oh, we're scoping out Starry on the left and Novi on the right. So Novi Sabor, Starry Sabor. So Novi connects down to a nice little hunting camp down below, and then Starry has the military tents and the big red. And possibly a couple of bad guys. I mean, we actually saw probably 3 people total, plus whoever's in the Humvee, so could be quite a few people nearby. Convoy spawns, yeah, so I think there's a convoy down that way. Where's the closest military convoy to us, though? Jill, when we join the server it was full. As the night gets late, maybe the server goes through a night cycle and a reset, it starts to die down a little bit. Well, I guess trying to pursue that Humvee is a little bit more exciting, but they're just so much faster than we are. Whoa, I thought I saw him. It's a fucking cow hiding in the tree. It's got a big fucking head in that tree. That's definitely a decoy cow. If we were patient enough, we could probably wait until somebody kills the cow and then snipe them while they're skinning it up. Might not happen for a while though. Just see if we spot any movement. If not, let's get going. Now these solo guys, they might log off, they might be dead, but the Humvee, That's a big thing to keep alive, so they're probably still going, regardless of the population, so let's go after them instead. Cow's just laying there. So you might spend all day getting that Humvee, but then when it's bedtime, you gotta go hide it somewhere in the woods and hope somebody or nobody takes it, so they might try to get the most out of it. Killer Instinct, yeah, so I've got Killer Instinct on N64. I've got a lot of the good ones already. Perfect Dark, 007, there's probably just a few hidden gems that I haven't picked up. Oh yeah, that's it. Conker's Bad Fur Day is like ridiculously hard to get your hands on, so I didn't pick that up yet. Yeah, Raw, so I was going to avoid it because of that audio issue that you told me, or that everyone's talking about. Apparently this morning, maybe 10 hours ago, that audio issue got fixed. Also, I'm really just partaking to go check out the factory work, maybe see the boss one time, try to do the marathon game mode a few times, you know, and then we'll probably go to bed, so... Yeah, we're not going to take Tarkov super serious. If I get killed 10 times in a row because of one being rusty and 2 audio bugs, maybe 1 time with a cheater, whatever, like, it's all good. Let's just check it out. We don't need to have a perfect survival rating tonight. Now, if we did go in factory is just nothing but spawn zone fights, you die, you wait 10 minutes in queue, you run into performance issues, then yeah, I'll throw it, we'll take a break, but I heard the queue times aren't too bad. For sure, Ginger. Yeah, I'm not just going to order everything for full price online. I'm definitely going to wait and try to find some at local pawn shops. I've already done that quite a bit. That's where I got half my N64 games. Jeez. Cartridge cleaning kit. Yeah, so I've noticed most of the carts are very clean. Problem is the N64 doesn't start up every single time I tell it to. Like, I'll have to try maybe 10 times for certain games, or just any game. I can't put my finger on what it is. So, on one hand it's probably just old, on the other hand, should I try to clean it, or just get a second one in case it breaks? I don't know. But what was the technique? Like, you press down on the cartridge and like you like push it a little bit forward or backward, or give it a little bit of pressure downward. I don't know how to make sure it works. Hit the restart button. Do you hit the restart button, or do you turn it off, take the thing out, put it back in, and then hit play again? So that's what I've been doing. Oh, I see what you're saying. Make sure that the contacts are touched in the right way, yeah. Sometimes I can kind of feel the right connection. I just gotta feel it out again. Oh, that bird is loud. Fuck. Nice, Chillis. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, if you go to eBay, there's certain people that seem very professional about buying all the used stuff, checking the quality of it, and then reselling it, so... Yeah, I mean, if he's got a legitimate shop, he's probably already on, what, like eBay or something, or you have to go to a local shop to access his stuff. I think what I'm going to do is just take a little trip around, you know, check all the local pawn shops within a certain, you know, 1-2 hour radius or whatever, and then, if I still can't get what I want, maybe I'll start shopping online again after that. This could be trouble. Let's get it done. Not huge, so I didn't know, I figured if we tried to stream a retro game it was going to be complicated and the quality was going to look really bad. But if I get this HD upscaler, it might enable us to stream them in the future. But for now, it's just kind of my late night chill nostalgia stuff, you know, I'm not really trying to stream it all right now. Playing Resident Evil 2 Original was really helping me get sleepy last night. Like sometimes when you stream a game, it's like your body doesn't allow you to get sleepy. It's like something burnt into my brain where I can't properly, like, relax. Oh. Back here. Yeah, I'm looking at the retro tank. I don't know if I should get the $300 one or the $130, but I'm definitely gonna pick up one of them. I heard a bunch of shots this way. Oh, neck, don't see enough of those comments, and I'm definitely going to pick up the good one. So did you do a before and after, like play the original with a shitty converter, a shitty HD upscaler compared to the new, nice $300 one? Was there a massive difference? Input latency, right, maybe a little bit of delay from your controller to the actual action on the TV as well, be reduced. Oh, I'm sick. Not good. We've been sitting around cold for way too long, that's why. Tyson, I have like a crappy converter right now, or HD upscaler, and I'm not noticing a big delay on Resident Evil 2. Maybe a tiny, tiny delay. Ooh, heli crash. Kinda far away. Ooh. No, can't see the heli smoke. Let's just go to VMC instead. Aw, Kansu, thanks for saying that, dude. I'm glad it's relaxing to watch. And Unknown, we got Big Ron, Samwell, Dead, Mike, thanks for joining up. And Tactical, thanks for almost 4 years being here subbing, dude. Yeah, on one hand I want to get an old CRT TV just to have it. On the other hand, this HD upscaler is probably the best way. You know, I don't want the old games to look that amazingly different than the way they used to look, so maybe we want the CRT TV instead, but let's at least try a nice upscaler, see what it looks like. Oh. Shit, that's back where we came from. Should have stuck around a little bit longer. Yeah, worry about the CTV or the old school TV once I get a house. CRT. What is that pig doing? What is that? Oh, immediately saw a guy. Fuck. Seemed like he was about to go down to it. Alright, what do we zeroed for? Does 200 look good? Man, he moved perfectly behind that rock. Where'd he go? He's probably going in from the looks of it. Dev vest at the police convoy. I was thinking about it. I don't see any zombies. You think there could be one just sitting there out in the open, though? I only saw one prisoner zombie, but no actual officers. Oh, 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 oh. I can just get to this bush right here. I'm gonna try to kill this juicer. Where the fuck did he go? No. Where did he go? There he is. Seems like he's got some shit too. Only got 2 shots. We could try to snap his leg. Oh, baby. Thank you. Passed out from fucking moving on his leg. Wasn't expecting that shock. I accidentally unzoomed there. He could have killed me. Holy scary. See, back in the day, we would have never aimed for those legs, but shit, you see a juicer, you gotta snap his fucking leg. I don't know if that's the guy that we saw initially, though. I guess it must have been, but this guy looked a little bit bigger than him. Shit, where's his body? Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Oh, I'm terrible at finding bodies. Holy crap. What'd you have on the ground there? What did you pass out with? Wait, you had 2 M4s? He's probably got a friend then. Holy fucking juice monkey. I need that plate carrier. What am I doing? Holy fucking shit, he's got night vision. Definitely want that range. Dude, he's got a car. Whatever direction he's walking in is probably right towards a car. Look at this. He's got everything, right? Oh, we gotta go. Purification tabs. Okay. He's got a Humvee, you think? Wait, what did I just drop right there? Let's take the battery just in case we're going right to his car. It's taking us right to it up here, huh? Oh my god, his stamina. My stamina's awful. Nah, he might have got this from a different heli crash, but not the one that we just heard. It's a weird way to leave the melee. Yeah, he's probably kicking himself for walking out in the big open field, but think I've been in his shoes plenty of times. And you start thinking, I eventually have to cross an open field, so let's just get this over with, but... yeah, probably not the best move. Alright, if he did have a car, though, where would it be? Check the trees. Yeah, let's get out of here. I didn't want to drop that snipe, but he's got a CZ. Wait. That is the police car. Oh my god, I hate this scope. I don't think you can put the honey scope on this, so can you? Oh! Dude. What the fuck? Did we take all the parts? I thought it took a bigger battery. It takes car battery. No, take that, put it... Oh, I can't, I'm choking. It's got some good ass stuff here. Drive away, I'm trying to think. Where am I driving away to? Probably down this way, up that way. Which road should we take? Maybe that one. Seems safer. Down the road. Yeah, my stamina's so bad we gotta drive. Let's get in this armored beast. Oh yeah, so this has like hidden gears, right? I can't remember how to drive it. Oh crap. Oh my god, I'm already getting this fucking stuck here. No. Can't see behind us. No. Back this sucker up, dude. Oh my god, did I somehow get fucking stuck already? What am I stuck on? Are you fucking kidding me? No, not this tiny little rock is doing that. No. Get over the rock, dude. Reverse. Oh, do I have an axe to cut down the tree? I don't think I do. What the fuck? Wait, something's ruined. Headlight bulb is... okay, it's just the headlight bulb. Can I push it somehow? Oh, there's an axe in the car? No way, there's an axe in the car. Oh. Okay, that should be enough clearance to just go immediately to the right. And then through there. Oh yeah. No way that guy was by himself. That's crazy. Alright, the gear shifting in this is a little bit weird. I gotta remember how to do it. It's not just drive, right? There's still like 4 gears within drive, but you can't see them. I'm trying to remember. Are you sure it's just automatic? I could have sworn there's like hidden gears. No? Okay, okay. Oh, I forgot to take my meds before I got in the car. What's the move? Well, we just went to God mode. We got the best armor, night vision, 2 best guns. We got the vehicle. It's like, we just got everything. So now I guess we gotta drive as far as we can from lower gear people. Try to make this thing worth it. Yeah, I'm using shift. I just don't want to go too fast all the time. It's gas now. Oh, are we kind of low on gas? This gasket, you're on the map twice, right? It goes down really slow, huh? Shit's for babies, bro. Server's fucking easy mode. I just log in, have nothing. Literally 3.5 hours later, got everything in the game, bro. Shit's for fucking babies. We're gonna be doing nothing but intens from here on out. Oh shit, are we going into Zonagorsk right now? Yeah, maybe we shouldn't be doing this. Like, we gotta live on the edge a little bit, alright? Server's emptying out. There's still a good amount of players right now, but it'll empty out. Let's live on the edge a little bit. Get some driving practice in with this bad boy. Oh, gas station. Not here. They should be warming me up. I got the heat buff, thanks to the engine. Lights work? Bet your fucking ass they work. I think the light bulbs outside are bugged though. They don't build them like they used to. We should hit the drive-thru? Yeah. I don't think they're open this late. Oh. It's a red tint. If we start taking fire, we gotta whip it around, we gotta whip it shitty, and then use it as cover. Whip a test shivvy? Nah, that didn't go as planned. Let me just see real quick if we have a gas tank in the car. I'm just curious. Gonna get out, pop our meds, eat some food. Oh, just give me these vitamins. Okay, this armor's still good, yes. Let's keep our temperature locked in. Definitely some junk here that we can drop. Gas lasts too long. Well, there was a patch when the helicopters literally had infinite gas on Livonia, so you would just get one and be set forever. That was bugged. And then with this Humvee being kind of new, maybe they got to relook into the amount of gas. Oh, did I see something? No way, right? I think our vehicle makes ambient noises. Imagine somebody drove off. I don't know if you heard me tell this story in the past, but I've had moments like that. I think I wasn't streaming. It was way back in the day. I was playing with friends. Maybe I was the last one up with the car or whatever. So I was solo. I had a car. I parked at some random solo house out in the middle of nowhere. I opened up the online map to see where I should go next. I tabbed back in to the distant sound of my engine driving away without me. Some dude, I only alt-tabbed for like 20 seconds. Some dude had gotten in my car, driven off, and I tabbed back in after checking the fucking map. And they were long gone. So it happens. Need as much stamina as possible. Yeah, let's fix up the jackets. Got too many band-aids. Shit's for babies, dude. Yeah, he had 2 M4s. He was stashing a bunch of extra stuff in his Humvee, probably waiting for his buddies to get back on. He's gonna be telling him in the morning, he's like, dude, you should have stayed on last night. Got fucking wasted with our Humvee. Yeah, maybe the boots too. Can't repair these yet though. Shoot, maybe one of his buddies died with a ton of shots. No, we didn't. Well, yeah. His buddy's reaction to him losing it. It's rough losing vehicles. All right, let's go out and get some more ammo. Okay. No, there's no gas tank in here. Could fill this with gas though. Just do one little fill. Where's the gas thingamabobber? So where you guys live, do you get out and pump the gas yourself, or do you have somebody that pumps the gas for you? Where I live, there's a mix of both, but this one guy, one time, he got out, pumped my gas, and he washed down my windows without me asking. And I just knew I had to give him a tip, and he was really appreciative. Some of those guys are pretty nice. But you know, he started washing my windows without my consent while he had the fucking gas thing in too. He's like double tasking. I was almost like a little bit. It's like, dude, you're doing too much, bro. He's begging for that tip, I guess. Where do I want to go here? Maybe not through here, actually. Actually, yeah, it'll be okay. Yeah, staying in a car gives a heat buff by the engine. Turn on car light. The light bulbs in the front are busted. I can't turn the HUD off in here either. Oh, we're going a little bit too fast, fuck. It's hard to control my speeds. I'm just too fast. Another gas station there. VMC, nah, we got this all from VMC. We ain't going back. If he has a friend, it's his only way to get it back. Castle over there. Alright, keep an eye out for heli crashes, convoys, players. Can't seem to turn on my night vision right now. Do I have to get out to do that? That's kind of silly. I gotta get better at doing UEs. Just turning around in general. Let's try it. Wow, turning or going backwards is so bad. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's check on our food situation one more time. Is that a heli crash up there? Definitely is. Wow. Well, here's something we can scope out. Problem is our old scope was much better at magnifying than this one. Car parts. Yeah, I'm not leaving it just yet. I parked here because I kind of want to take a leak before we commit to another military base. On one hand, the population is dying down. On the other, we probably still got a really good chance to see people because it's still high pop. Oh yeah, night vision. It's not that dark yet. Alright, hold on. Let me take a 1-minute break to run to the bathroom. I will be as quick as I can. We need to make space for that. And how do you get the glow plug out quickly and efficiently? There we go. We have no stamina. Alright. If I die, it's just extremely bad luck. I will be right back. Let me fill up my drink and use the bathroom. Alright, you can check out the new snipe while I'm here. There you go. Oh shit, I was reading chat. You're right. Before I go, let me pop a vitamin too. And you'll Salt, we got Rivet, BB, Eleronis, Kells, we got Visa as well. Thanks for all the big resubs. Sorry, you know, sometimes I like to watch you guys in chat, see if you start, you know, immediately saying some dumb shit right when I leave. This time you guys are saying important things. Thank you for that. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I thought I heard a little something too, like somebody was pickpocketing me or walking right over me. It was weird. Yeah, I think it's something to do with maybe having the new weapon out and then my character started to shiver or something. Like a gear sound. Damage magazine. I was eavesdropping on your guys' chats and I heard something suspicious. Of course I dropped on my 380 auto. Okay, I think we're good. What's in the trunk? I'll show you. Oh, so I had a hatchet too. It wasn't just the truck that had a hatchet, I also had a hatchet. Oh, okay. It was on melee forever, but when I actually needed it, I kind of forgot I had it. Okay, let's get this nice and organized. So many band-aids, true. Let's dump off some of these. Disinfected, all disinfected. Okay. We already got matches and a lighter. Maybe the scope situation could be better as well. I think that scope's a little bit overkill. We do have earplugs here too, if I really want to use those earplugs, but yeah, let's go loud. Really crash up there. Bullet resistant windows. I think parts of it are bulletproof, not everything though. I'm not sure about the windows. Might depend on the caliber. Holy shit! No way, what did I just hit? Oh my god. Look, you guys are gonna be mad at me. You guys are gonna be mad at me, but that was bullshit. That was fucking bullshit. Oh, we hit a rock. Okay, it was the rock. Dude, you're telling me this little rock totaled my whole whip here. Like, come on. Come on. Are you fucking kidding me? It's all good. Look, look, look. The server's dying down. I was worried we were never going to die with this thing. It's too godly. Alright, we need something to stop us. Fuck me. Not like that, though. Is it just the battery or is it the whole thing? Like if I hit a tree, okay, but that little rock right there, ah, it's so low. Alright, anyway, let's go on foot, scope out the heli crash, make our way towards the airfield, and that's probably time to log anyway. You gotta be kidding me, though. I feel bad. Shit. Yeah, let's keep that, actually. It was fun, but it's never like that big of a deal because these things are so stressful to maintain, dude. Like, it's fun, but it's so fucking stressful, non-stop. Alright, let's see. Let's get bullets for other snipe here. And it's stressful just to put you in a death machine, that if somebody sees you in the right situation, you're dead. Kinda like the way we killed this guy. The previous owner. Guess that's good. We could get 20 more rounds, but it's okay. Let's take that just in case we swap to the other AUG. Anything cleaned? I think we're good. More pills. Man, I feel like that little rock should not be able to do that, man. That's a bummer. But also, I just didn't need to off-road. But I think the more you off-road, the more unexpected you are. Fudge. Alright, well, let's just go. Rock wasn't that little? Total your vehicle though, come on. Gun clean kit. Yeah, we already have a full one inside of the pod here. We're good, we're good. Let's go scope out this heli. Yeah, got us all the way up north, we're good to go. Oh. See the gas. What the evidence? I was thinking about dropping a grenade on it. I only got 2 nades though. No, you're right. Going that fast hitting that rock would be awfully bad. I just fucked up. It's my bad. It's hard to see little tree stumps and rocks though. You just gotta remember, I came from the days of my buddy and I. We finally got a vehicle. We were driving pretty fast. I think it was me driving, maybe it was him, I can't remember. I think it was me. And we ran into a piece of paper that someone had placed in the road from an ammo box. Just a little piece of paper. And that totaled our vehicle. So I'm a little bit sensitive towards the act of getting totaled. I just think, since DayZ is DayZ, they should have something built in where it's like, oh, you hit a fucking tree stump? Well, we're not going to total you because we know how this shit goes. You know what I mean? Like, it's usually not that believable, but you're right, this is believable. Yeah, or you get launched into outer space. I think my buddy just kind of went AFK on the mic, didn't say anything after that one. I think I did too, though. I was probably just mad at him, even if I was driving. Fucking told me to go that way, bro. Okay, so we still got some zombies. No, this was back when like vehicles first became drivable in DayZ and standalone. We finally put one together. But things happened long before that. I remember the DayZ mod, my first time driving, my buddy let me take the wheel finally, and we were in flames within the hour for sure. Both of us dead. Driving through Cherno. It's a nice little red vehicle, I remember it. Let's see how dark it is. Scope inside your cooking pot is goated. Oh, is it? Alright, I guess I'll try that one. Shit's fucking goated, bro. Oh yeah, this one is pretty good. Already immediately spotted 2 zombies. Oh, I could have repaired the suppressor. My bad. Many kills so far? Oh, not many at all. If any, maybe 1, maybe 2. But we killed probably the most geared guy I've killed in a long time. It was almost too much because he gave us night vision, plate carrier, M4, 2 M4s, multiple snipers, AUG, pick your gun basically, and a Humvee, if I didn't already say that. So the best vehicle, armor, night vision, guns. Now it's kind of like, we don't even need anything except for food. Don't have a noob tube, I guess I could get a grenade launcher. But you gotta imagine he's done some damage to get where he was, so props to him. Probably blame it on the squad for going to bed early on him. Or maybe dying on him. True, we do have a rangefinder. Pop a vitamin even though we're not sick anymore, just in case we're gonna get sick again. Beard check. Psh, I don't want to embarrass those boys, man. My beard is much smaller than theirs. Actually, it's getting there. When I killed that last guy, we had a big growth spurt. Maybe we can fix up that mask. See how the M4 is looking. Could get some different attachments. Back in the day, there was nothing equal to the feeling of getting an M4 in the DayZ mod. It was the best thing ever. Zombie. Far, so no one's going to be able to tell you the Frostline release date, but what we can tell you is it sounds like this current experimental update is going to lead right into the release of the new map. So we can't imagine it's going to be an experimental for a full 3 months. We're thinking, shit, that means it could be only a month away, but we're not sure. Could be more than that. Sometime before the end of the year. Is the pop still high? It's actually acceptable. It's still high pop, but it's not full anymore, so... We're gonna cruise around Northwest Airfield and then probably play some Tarkov. Dip our toes in the new update for a few hours tonight. I'm excited for what? Oh, I'm really excited for Sakal. I'm just a little bit anxious to see how it's gonna impact the community. You know, anytime a new map comes out, it might make all the other maps in certain servers totally dry and dead because everybody wants to play a certain map or certain experience, you know? So I'm very happy to get a new official map, but I'm a little bit nervous that... Oh my god, this guy. Two guys. What are we zeroed for? I hate this fucking scope. Boom, baby. Might be another one. Fucking scope's goated broken. First guy was in his inventory way too long. They gave it, it was easy. They kept standing still doing the inventory thing. I even almost missed it because I was trying to get a better position. Alright, we gotta see what these guys got. Feels good to get a little bit of practice with the new gun. Bolt, yeah, they're done. Well, this guy... So it was an improvised suppressor, he didn't know where it was coming from, so he stopped and took cover behind that rock. Probably wouldn't have done that if it was loud. But man, getting that satisfying kill shot with that loud blast, oh, it sounds so good. I looked over and thought they were zombies at first. Yes, all I was saying is, you know, is it going to take all the steam out of the sales of, like, all the other maps for months, years? You know, it's just curious. I wonder how hooked people are going to be on Sakal, or right on the release day, or there are, you know, is it going to be 50% of the community is already like, I don't want to be in the freezing map, I'm going to go stick to my main map. Like, I'm just kind of anxious to see how it's going to impact the community, but very, very excited for it. Like Namalsk did when it first came out. It did and it didn't. There's still to this day a group of people that don't care for Namalsk. It's small, they keep running into bozos in the spawn zone. They don't care to sit at fires, they never have. Like, there's always been a group of people that are anti-Namalsk. That's why the other maps are doing so good alongside it. But, or just people that played so much Namalsk in the first few months that they're over it. So, Sakal, I think, can only do what Namalsk did and more. Like, it's only gonna make those, hopefully the haters more happy, since they have 3 or 4 times the size to play with now, so. Yeah, Sakal is going to be an official map. I've experienced it. Even if you think you're sick of a map, try taking a big break from it. I'm talking you take a year break and you play a bunch of other maps or other games. It does feel refreshing to come back to Trinaris after a big break. And I imagine it will feel refreshing to come back to Namalsk after a big break too, so we'll be taking quite the vacation over to Sakal, and then everything else will eventually feel good again in some way, if you let it, you know. Alright, what are we thinking here? To loot those guys, we gotta get down there. Make another suppressor. Did I take the bottle and the tape? Yes, I did. Nice. Ever thought about what you'll appreciate about the new map? Appreciate. I mean, longevity. I want it to feel like there's options for different types of adventures and runs. You're not taking the same route, doing the same thing every time. Like Namalsk, if you're in a kind of a slump, you can just kind of feel like Namalsk is the same thing over and over again. But I try to play it different. Like one day we're going for shenanigans, one day we're going for the serious shit. Maybe I kind of let the random teammates we bump into sway us in the right direction. Are we with a sweaty juggernaut, or are we with a total newbie that doesn't know what they're doing, you know what I mean? So Sakal, I think the spawns are going to be big. Are you spawning in like the same little area the whole time, and it's a cesspool like Namalsk, or does it feel like Chernarus and Livonia, where there's various towns and cities and like a bunch of different areas you could be in that adds more variety to the spawns, and then thus the flow of the map? All these people travel in different directions, random traffic intercepting with each other, you know? I think that is the most important thing for longevity of the map. Because you might get a little bit too consumed by the mission on the Namalsk and think, it's just the mission, I'm just gonna go do the same thing and then I'm done, you know? Whereas Chernarus is such a bigger map that it feels like there's a few more routes you can take. So yeah, anyway, it's gonna be a nice medium-sized map, even though we're used to either a small one in Namalsk or a big one like Chernarus, so it's gonna fit right in the middle, I hope. But yeah, one of the worst things when these new modded maps come out is if you kind of feel like you're spawning in the same place every time you die. And you kind of go into the same water pump up on the hill and then that same point of interest. Like, DayZ is nice when you have options, not just the same meta route over and over again, you know? Because then the encounters become predictable. You're like, oh, I'm probably going to see somebody here. Just like the last 50 visits, right? Whereas here, I really didn't think I was going to see the last 3 people that we saw today in Chernarus, you know? It's just so random. Yeah, so I just haven't put many hours into Zomboid yet, but I'm planning on checking it out more. Just keep thinking the PvP element of DayZ is spoiling me. I'm not going to get that same intensity out of other survival games, but maybe I will. Maybe Zomboid's got its own version of intensity. Yeah, I got you, Panax. I'm thinking the same way. I'm not there yet, but as you do get older though, some nights I can tell you're not in the mood to run into like all the zoomers on Namalsk, for example. They're like in the spawn zone trying to get up to all like the worst shenanigans. Like some nights I'm just not in the mood to engage with those people. So if that feeling amplifies by another 10%, 20%, maybe I'll be in Zomboid mood, you know? I'm just not there yet. Not trying to call it a game for oldies, but let's get the most out of DayZ, and we can always jump on Zomboid later. What was that? I feel like, you know, you get a little older, you have like a stressful day, you might rather play Zomboid than DayZ. But right now I'm not there yet. Nah, I never played GTRP. I played some of the old school Grand Theft Autos up to like 4. And then I played the early Altus Life and like Arma RP Life. Reminds me of the current GTRP a little bit. So I partook in early Altus Life. That was kind of like cops versus robbers, robbing banks and shit. So if I stuck with that, maybe I would have gotten into GTRP, but I just can't do it, man. I'd rather play DayZ and go for the kind of natural survival RP rather than the, you know, dude is making up his persona, making up his character, and kind of yapping your ear off in the city in his fucking gym shorts. Like, I'm just not into the scene of GTRP right now. Alright, let's go check it out. Like, I know that you do stuff in GTA, but like, what would you say a good day of GTRP is these days? Like, I'm trying to figure out, what do these guys do? Do they like join a gang and like start selling dope and in the hope that the cops give them like a run for their money? Or like, what is a good day of GTRP? What does it consist of? I'm actually wondering. Because I know people are having a fuck ton of fun with it, but like, what are you doing on a daily basis over there? Are you just kind of like shooting the shit with your homies, like drinking imaginary beers and stuff? Or you like harvesting some fake weed and selling it to the local druggies? Like, what do you do over there? You sound like my dad. I'm trying not to, man, but I tune in to some fucking dude talking to him in his homie voice, and then I'm out of there. Oil rigs and bank heists. Okay, the bank heists are still in. Yeah, like the cops and robbers robbing banks. I can see that. I used to love that. Oh, oh. Oh, I can't smack. What the fuck? Alright, here's the second guy that we sniped. What did he have? Shotgun, he's got some food. Ooh, he's got M4. Let's get all that good food now. Okay, let's get his rangefinder, better quality. Another scope for a collection. Four shots. Wait, did he not chamber that? He must have just found this at the heli crash. It's not chambered. I'm giving M4s out like candy. More food. Okay, so let's see. Can I put the hunting scope on here? I don't think so. Nope. Okay. So let's just keep the scope that's apparently goated. Does have some nice meds. Shit's fucking goated, bro. Oh yeah, I was gonna make another suppressor, and then I kind of forgot what I was doing with myself. Okay, let's take that for later. The battery for night vision. Oh, died because he was still wearing his Skechers. That was the first giveaway. That's what boosted my confidence enough to make the shot. Beard? Oh, you want to see his beard? Psh. It's probably not going to be comparable to mine, bro, but whatever. Talk about a fucking speedrunner. Look, not all of us have Humvees, guys. Alright? Not everybody spawns in with a military Humvee like me. It just seems so risky. Could be somebody looking at us. Let's go check this other dude. Let's get more food. I keep thinking I'm seeing people in the bushes. It's because I am. Just take the dick shot, dude. Just get up. Oh gosh, he's just taking them. There we go. Kill. Alright, really nothing that great. It's funny because I thought I saw like 2 or 3 figures up in those other bushes and trees. And I'm like, man, you're so fucking paranoid. And I look at one more bush, it's a guy. So to all you fuckers that are always telling me I'm paranoid, nah, dude, I'm just ready. Yeah, the night vision helped a lot. He was scoping us out with binos or something. There was like a scope in his hand. See if he's got a buddy running around. Well, we shouldn't check. Let's just do a quick run by. Oh, he's got so much fish. He's got some tack bacon. Man, he's got the goods. More food there. What kind of gun was in his hands, though? He definitely had something in his hand when he fell. Shotgun on his back. Oh, is the gun on? Oh, the gun's up there. Why? I'm not even looking. Ooh, nice boots. And a nice suppressor. Holy crap. I think we got everything we need here. Yeah, maybe they didn't finish checking the heli. He was trying to pick something up right here. We just made so much noise. Time to go. I just do a little tiny sprint here. It's a 3-step sprint and then I'm out of breath. How dark is it? This is with no gamma. You guys. This spot here brings back the good old days. Going AFK right here to take a leak. All my buddies drink out of the pump. I think there used to be a pump right here. I think they moved the pump right down there. There it is. So the holster's fixed. So it seems like the holsters and the knife sheaths have that priority slot where the item will always go back to where you put it. But I'm not sure. Not sure if it's totally fixed. But it looks like it's heading in the right direction. It sounds gunshots. I hear a animal, I'm not sure. Really, Zoss, you eat raw garlic cloves? Man, I'm big on garlic. Last night I made like the ultimate garlic bread by just combining some butter and garlic and spread it on the sourdough bread and then dipping it in tomato soup. Oh my god, it was good. But raw garlic, bro? At least like make some fucking garlic butter or something, put that on some bread. I heard it's really, really good for you though, so more power to you. Tomato soup. It's like this pepper, hot pepper tomato soup. Yeah, Greens, if you haven't done that, or some of you guys haven't, look up that garlic confit or whatever it's called. You just like pour some olive oil on the garlic, throw it in the oven, it gets all soft, you squeeze it out, turn it into like a garlic dip, put some oil on it, dip some bread in it, oh my god, it's so good. I'm a little bit too full. We have enough mags. Yeah, no, you'd be surprised, man. Some people are missing out. Some people hated onions and garlic as a kid and then never tried them again. Gotta try them again now that your taste buds have maybe changed. No, Carl, I love the smell of garlic. What people are saying is like garlic breath, you know, like someone that eats a lot of garlic but they don't really take care of their hygiene, that's the problem. But if you're It's just smelling garlic. Oh, it's so good. Like there's some old time dudes, like some farmer dudes that it smells like they bathe in garlic because they eat so much of it. I remember my grandpa, he used to buy this like really heavy duty soap because his hands were just always covered in garlic or leeks or whatever he was making from the garden. He had to get this heavy duty soap. Alright, let's see. Sitting pretty good on loots now. Or food, I mean. Obviously we got good loot. New suppressor for the rifle. Oh, I'll make a new improvised, yeah. Kind of annoyed that that guy took so many shots to finish. It's kind of hard to hit a body when it's laying prone unconscious like that. But it might mean that somebody hurt us and they're on the way. Okay, suppressor. Oh, we got one on there. Oh no, it's broken. You're right. Guess we just ditch some of this water. It's all good. I got plenty. What do you think of Asian food? Oh, I probably haven't had enough of the real good Asian food out there to tell you, but I like it. I like their flavors. I think there was a day when I thought, you get all those nice spices from like Asian food and Thai food and different places around the world, and certain ingredients and spices, I could just eat a whole plate of it because it's so tasty, and then you come back and eat some normal freaking boring chicken breast or whatever, and you're like, oh man, I gotta have those exotic spices. It definitely helps me eat faster and more food if it's tasteful, you know. I mean, that's obvious, but same as like when you cook your own food, it seems like it's easier to eat more servings of it when you know it's good, you know. Alright, are we leaving this stuff behind? Definitely gotta take that with us. Okay, I think we're good to go. You have no water, by the way, Flay Pot. So we have 2 full bottles of water. Bottle of water. And you gotta remember that there is such a thing as water weight, so we don't have too much. But yeah, okay, let's go fill it up. Let's fill it up so we know it's clean, and then I can afford to dump these ones. Or, no. The only way we're getting killed here, bro, is at that fucking water pump. That's the only way we're dying, so I'm leaving. Alright, let's loop all the way back up to that body. See if he's got any friends or maybe people that heard those shots. Yeah, owning a nice wok is sweet. I thought having a cast iron pan was sweet, but I've learned you also need to get a nice wok. It feels like it's got the perfect amount of space for making stir fries and maybe even making certain types of eggs. I love it. You can make the egg so thin when it fries to the wok, you know. See, I had one once, but somebody let it get really damaged. I don't know if it was me, but it got extremely damaged. I gotta get a new one. Good knives. Oh, it's all good. We got at least one or two. I got one inside my boot here. Let's go up this tree line. Oh, nice kitchen knives. Oh yeah, luckily my family gifted me a really nice set of knives when I first, when I got this apartment, so... When I first started cooking a lot, I should have said. Alright, so we can see his Mosin is still there. Nobody checked him. Gonna check the other guy? Yeah, let's work our way up to the top body, top tree line there. And then we can look down at the heli crash from there. Might be for the best. I'm just trying to always have that silver lining to bad things, but it's probably for the best that we crashed the Humvee, because then I got the element of surprise on those guys instead of them hearing my engine or seeing the vehicle first and then going into crazy mode, so luckily it worked out. But I think that moment where our Humvee starts taking lots of fire and we have to do a crash landing and use it as cover, that would be epic as hell. So I kind of wish it would have went down that way instead. Rock's an amazing Hummer. Well, I hit a short rock, okay? It was a small rock. I hit it. I don't know what to tell you. I'm pretty sure I couldn't see it because of the grass. But it was probably my fault. It definitely was. It's always the driver's fault because I could have stayed on the main road, but I decided to off-road and take a little shortcut. Which sometimes that's a little bit safer seeming. Safer from players, but not from the environment. Favorite beverage? I can't put my finger on one, dude. I've been really forcing myself to limit what I drink lately. So I let the idea of kidney stones and too much sugar scare the hell out of me, at least now that I'm getting a little bit older, so I stopped drinking soda a long time ago, but I used to love Dr. Pepper and root beer and all that crap. And really, dude, these days I just drink water, tea, sometimes I add lemon to the water. Sometimes have a cup of coffee. Try to get some nice apple juice every once in a while. I really don't drink a bunch of crap anymore. Because I know when it makes me feel like shit, dude. Like, I took a break from it, right? And then I finally had one of these drinks that's kind of questionable. Like, it's got some fake sweetener in it or some crap in it. And I had to take a piss. I thought my bladder was, like, on fire. Like, it's the only time I've ever felt that way. But it was after I finally stopped drinking crap. My first garbage drink back. And, like, I thought my bladder was on fire, you know? And it was fine. I'm fine. This is a long time ago. I'm good. But it just goes to show some of that shit you drink every day is not good. Your body just gets used to it, and you don't realize that you've been in like a fucked up state, you know. I would just worry about slugging down 50 grams of sugar multiple times a day. It's just, it cannot be good, you know. So I stopped drinking all that shit. And I'll never forget, you know, the youngest, or the heaviest I was at a young age, like middle school, having a little bit of extra fat on me. All of it went away because I just stopped drinking soda. You know, it was like this weird fat on you where it's not normal, it's just fucking liquid soda fat, you know? It goes right away when you stop drinking it. Yeah, a couple weeks, couple months goes away. And it's just so easy to readjust yourself. So maybe you're not eating perfectly, but at least you're not drinking copious amounts of garbage every day. Like, you can finally maybe enjoy some ice water with lemon in it, you know, instead of fucking Pepsi every day. But I say that because my aunt was a Pepsi freak, and to this day I don't think she's gotten off of it, and I think it drives her crazy. Alright, well, where is this body at? I think it's a little bit further down the tree line. Oh, here we go. Yeah, that's fine too. If you can get to that point where you're not drinking soda non-stop, but you're just treating yourself to like one nice beverage with dinner every once in a while, it's like feels like a nice little treat. That's totally good. And probably you even enjoy it more because you're not so used to slamming them all day every day, like a lot of us used to. I mean, when I was younger, I would easily go through a fucking 2-liter in one day if I wanted to. Ooh, this might have been the guy that we saw a long time ago. Remember that guy that got away from us at Starry? I think I saw this gun on his back, maybe. Ooh, Deeg. I guess then you talk about update as a Deeg now too, huh? Damn, it's got Claymore. 2 Claymores, landmine. This guy's ready to do some damage. Booby trap zombie. The population's getting too low. The people that are around, I don't want to blow them up. Not trying to be a saint, but I'm just happy that we still have an acceptable amount of players in here. Let's blow this thing up, though. Could we cause a chain reaction with these? Everything on him is ruined. Literally every single piece on this guy is ruined. Did he explode? Oh yeah, I did shoot him about 50 times. Oh yeah, I forgot about that part. We put like 10 rounds into his crotch. I forgot about that. Well, he wouldn't die, dude. What am I supposed to do when you don't die? Like, I'm gonna keep fucking blasting. Another juice monkey kill. He's kind of a juicer. Alright, let's see how far away we can get. Okay, right there. That's as far. Thanks for the loot, boys. You know, somebody on the map's like, whoa, cool. Leave the pot. Now we got one. We're good. I didn't take the explosives. There's only 40 people left, guys. We're gonna go scope out the military tents at Northwest Airfield. If we don't see anybody, we're gonna swap over to Tarko before it gets too late. I already feel kind of bad for the people that probably wanted to see the new wipe through my POV, but now it's bedtime for them. So let's swap over. We still got a few people that may be interested in seeing our first take it or our first look at the wipe. We're not gonna go crazy with it, but let's try to explore some of the new stuff tonight. Oh, no way, Cold Duck. Last time you streamed, I mentioned my cat ran away. She returned me out on the front porch at 2:30 a.m. in the morning. Oh my god, I'm so happy that she came back, dude. So are you going to keep her locked inside forever now, or are you still allowing her to go on these adventures? That is the question. Playing server open to your followers. Oh, so Coverfire, recently, in the last couple of years, we've been lucky enough that it went from us wishing there was a Halloween event to us maybe trying to go for a Halloween themed session at DayZ, which I still think if you just go into a normal session with the mindset of getting into some Halloween shenanigans, sometimes the magic can happen, but often it doesn't. You know, you just get into like a normal DayZ run that doesn't really feel like a Halloween-esque run. So that's why these last few years there's been a Halloween themed server that has a bunch of monsters and different costumes and shit, and like the whole map looks all eerie with like purple smoke and green smoke. Like it looks kind of cool. So I think they're going to do that again this year, so we're not going to really need to look for any ideas. And sometimes even when that server is out, you'd rather just play some normal DayZ because it kind of feels like a weird flavor vacation DayZ mode. But we'll play a little bit this week or this Halloween. All right, what do we got? What's the name of the server? What was the name of the Halloween server, guys? I think it was Atlas. I can't remember. Oh, maybe it was Halloween Essicker. Maybe Atlas was the previous name before it swapped. I don't know. Your birthday's on Halloween? Man. How has that turned out each year? Is it kind of nice, or does it suck that your birthday gets a little bit overshadowed by a more badass event? You always have like a Halloween themed birthday or what? I mean, shit. I'm at the point where I don't really want a big birthday celebration, so what am I saying? What do you mean, Lawn Raptor? Was I on an old PC for last Halloween? I'm trying to think. Terrible at keeping track of that type of stuff. How long have I had this current PC? It feels like it's been at least that long. I'm a pretty big noob when it comes to PC stuff, dude. Like, I get it set up, and then forget all about it. And then 3 years pass, and I'm like, oh, I should get some new parts? Okay, shit. What month is your birthday? It's early December, but again, I don't want to do anything crazy special for it. So, what is that? Zombies. Alright guys, we're down to 30 some players. Even if I did see somebody, I don't know, this would be our very last encounter, so I think we'll log on a good note, stay alive. Maybe next time we play we can rejoin on this one, or just swap to it if we're feeling like being fully geared. But shit, it's 2 a.m, we've been on for 5 hours, that has flown by. Let's do a little bit of Tarkov while it's still, you know, while we're still awake and not too sleepy here. Let me find a good logout spot here. But man, that was fun. We got so lucky in a way, but we usually do, I guess. When it comes to gearing up kind of quickly. I did not expect to get all this good shit. Alright, let's get a little bit away from the military. Alright guys, keep in mind it's been a long time since we played and or streamed Tarkov, so give me a few minutes to get everything swapped over. Gotta change the hotkeys and the scenes and everything. And also, it's gonna be a struggle. I gotta maybe figure out what sensitivity I used to use in Tarkov. It's probably gonna be way too fast. Factory updates are crazy. I need to hear your take. Yeah, I heard that we might have to use night vision. Maybe do nighttime factory with nods to see the map because it's so dark. But we can start by doing flashlight runs as soon as I can get one. I don't think we'll be able to see the new boss on factory though. Is he only on the big maps? Alright, some nice little circle of bushes here. That'll do. Cheers.